Meteora, a place beyond the world, close to the sky. Nestled far from the bustling world and close to the heavens, Meteora is a truly awe-inspiring destination. In Greek, the word meteori means suspended in the sky, perfectly describing these majestic rock formations that seem to float in the air. The Meteora monasteries are a cluster of Greek Orthodox monasteries perched atop towering cliffs. The name Meteora literally translates to raised or floating, which beautifully captures the breathtaking location of these ancient monasteries. The reasons behind their construction in such an inaccessible area remain unclear, but their grandeur is undeniable. The Meteora Monastery Complex is one of the most significant sites in the Orthodox Christian world. Located near the town of Kalambaka on the northwestern edge of the Thessaly Plain, it sits near the Pineos River and the Pindos Mountains in Greece. The history of these monasteries dates back to the 11th century when hermits and ascetics first inhabited the caves and rock shelters. In the 14th century, Athanasios Koinovitis, a monk, established the first organized monastery, Megalometeoro, Monastery of the Great Meteoro, also known as the Monastery of the Transfiguration. Standing at an impressive height of 600 meters, the geological formation of Meteora spans approximately 30 square kilometers. Originally, there were 24 monasteries built on these sandstone pillars, but only 6 remain today. Tragically, the Meteora Valley was bombed during World War II by the German Army in 1943, which contributed to the loss of many of the structures. The 6 remaining monasteries, Megalometeoro, Varlam, Agios Nikolaos, Roussinu, Agia Triada, and Agios Stephanos, are open to visitors. However, as magnificent as the monasteries are, the natural beauty of Meteora itself, with its dramatic sandstone towers, is equally mesmerizing. Interestingly, the stunning valley inspired the design of the airy castle in Game of Thrones. Watching the sunset over the Meteora Valley feels like stepping into a fairy tale, heightened by the series' influence. Meteora's extraordinary cliffs and monasteries have also served as backdrops for several films and TV shows, most notably the 1981 James Bond movie For Your Eyes Only. Its unique combination of natural beauty and cultural significance earned Meteora a spot on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1988, a haven for monastic life. Since the 14th century, Meteora has been a sanctuary for monastic communities. The towering cliffs provided the ideal conditions for solitude, meditation, and spiritual practice, as well as protection from raids and looting. The inaccessibility of the monasteries ensured their safety for centuries. Until the early 20th century, reaching the monasteries was a perilous task. Monks relied on wooden ladders and rope systems to ascend the cliffs. Stone steps were only carved into the rocks in the 1920s, making access somewhat easier. Despite the improvements, Meteora still retains its aura of mystery and seclusion. Geological wonders. The rock formations of Meteora are believed to have formed around 60 million years ago due to the retreat of a prehistoric sea. Sand, gravel, and other sediments were compressed into rocks under immense pressure. Tectonic activity and erosion further shaped these unique, floating cliffs into their current form, resembling fairy chimneys. Planning your visit Meteora is easily accessible from Greece's major cities. Athens, 350 kilometers, Thessaloniki, 240 kilometers, and Volos, 145 kilometers. If you don't drive, you can take a train or bus from Athens or Thessaloniki. Parking near Meteora is free, and there are hostels and hotels at the base of the cliffs, with accommodation prices averaging 50 euros per person, including breakfast. Each monastery has a designated closing day during the week. If your visit falls on a weekend, you're in luck. All 6 monasteries will be open. Entry costs 3 euros per monastery, and tickets are issued at the entrance. While photography is allowed in the monastery gardens, it is strictly prohibited inside the churches and chapels. What to do in Meteora? Visit the monasteries perched high in the sky. Watch the sunset over the Meteora Valley. Go trekking between the monasteries. Try rock climbing if you're adventurous. Explore the area by bicycle. Enjoy rafting on the Pineos River. Practical tips for visiting. When visiting the monasteries, you must follow the dress code. For women, skirts or dresses below the knee are required. Pants or jeans are not allowed. Shoulders must be covered. Sleeveless tops and low necklines are discouraged. Cover-ups are provided at the entrance if needed. For men, long pants and simple, modest tops are required. Tank tops and shorts are not permitted. Footwear. Comfortable shoes are recommended as the terrain is rocky and uneven. Culinary delights. Meteora isn't just a cultural treasure, it's also a paradise for food lovers. In Kalambaka, you'll find local delicacies like honey and homemade cakes prepared by the monks. The region is also home to wineries offering farm-to-table dining experiences featuring grilled meats, local cheeses, and fresh salads. When you finally arrive at Meteora and gaze upon the 6 surviving monasteries, especially the Meteora, which dates back to 1382, you'll understand why this place is a marvel of both nature and human ingenuity. It's an experience that lingers in your heart long after you leave.